Hey guys, so this is another instructional video. This time is for war attacks. So on the comments I did say that I was going to do a war attack video because in my war instruction I didn't really go into depth about actual attacking. I did speak a lot about a lot of things obviously, but not so much about attacking. So we're going to do that now because the thing is that one thing is to know how to defend and set up and all that, and another is trying to take out these monsters of enemies like this, like 253, 245. Pretty much, as I said on my other video, my job in the guild is taking out these huge targets here, so my guildies are able to actually attack the other ones around. So and at least I'm going to share with you actual attacks that I did versus these guys and my thoughts while I'm actually doing these. So the very first thing that you have to take into account when you're going to attack in war is what is my role. If you're the person that is assigned to actually put debuffs in these incredibly powerful teams here, like Kyo here and Yoda, you're pretty much gonna go in and just put stacks. Our ego, I'm pretty sure he's assigned to do that as well. He's gonna help out the team and put stacks here. So at least for us, we try to have at least between 7 and 10 stacks. With really problem teams like this team over here for Yoda, he used the first team was 253,000, which is huge. And not only huge, he used a semi combo team. Pretty much it's Alia and Mildred here. So not only he's super powerful, it's a pretty problematic team, and yeah, it's a really powerful team. And Kyo here also pretty much the full combo team here, Alia, Mildred, and Lorenzo here, and with Percy and with Luna. So the main strategy of adding Luna into this team is that the Alden Volos team takes care of killing the Mildred, Alia, Lorenzo combo here. So adding Luna here counters Alden. So she goes off and counters, and if the enemy uses Alden, Alden is pretty much dead. So that's that makes this a very powerful, very good combo. And with this amount of power, we really need to put stacks to be able to take them out. So yeah, you have to first of all know what's your thing to do. Our geek already put one stack. He's gonna put another one here. If you're pretty much another guy that is going to like attack the mid-range enemies like this guy, or 130, 110, that's your assignment. My assignment is to kill these absolute monsters, beast of enemies here. So with further ado, the first thing that I actually do when I see this team is, what is the problem hero, not the team, the hero. What's the first hero I want to see dead as soon as possible? And the obvious choice here is Alia, the 100%, because she makes this team work so well. It's disgusting. Without Alia, this team is nothing. So I have to make pretty much teams that make sure that if she doesn't die as soon as possible, at least that her abilities won't affect my actual things that I'm going to do when I attack. So that's the first thing. And the thing about this team is that once there's a point in which you get a double mana, it's pretty much impossible to defeat, because Mildred goes off, she goes off, Mildred goes off, she goes off, all over and over again. And if you're going to use a single target team, you're done. You're pretty much done. There's nothing else to do. You lost before the battle even finishes. So another thing that you have to take into account before attacking is runes. So you definitely have to take this into account. Every single time that you attack, you have to come here and check your runes. I do understand that many players may not have all these every single one at level 10 filled up. So make sure that when you attack with a specific color, make sure that your best runes are set up. Some players may even go into attack without any runes at all, or have really weak runes set up and they attack, and that's going to be a huge disadvantage, guys. So definitely make sure to always come here and check runes every single time. It doesn't matter what level player you are, you have to check this. And I say it doesn't matter doesn't matter which level of player you are, because even the ones that have these at 10, you have to check these as well. And I'm going to explain that now. So, for example, if I want to attack a team with Alia, because Alia is a really hot target right now in war, to take her out as soon as possible. So, if I'm bringing in my green team, then in this situation, I really want to bring in damage to weaker element, 5% damage, because this one is going to help you punch in that extra damage that you actually want to eliminate Alia, eliminate any blue heroes in general. Luna is a really good target there as well. So in that situation, I'm going to search others that have extra damage to weaker element, and I'm going to switch it in here. And if I actually have these, I actually have a lot. Let's see. So if I keep on adding and adding, if I have actually additional, many times I won't have these and things like that. I can definitely do that. So if I fill all these 6 with that, that's going to give you 30% extra damage to all damage that you do with your greens towards Alia, and that, my friends, is very relevant. 30% extra damage is no joke. That's pretty much 30% damage dealt versus Alia. That's amazing. So do take that into account. It doesn't matter which level you are. This is important to note. As long as you have these, make sure to try to have these. Even if you only have one of these, like one individual one, not 2, like I'm showing here. So another thing that you actually can do is focus on crit damage. Crit damage is amazing when you have heroes that crit a lot, and this is going to raise their damage a lot. But do take into account that if you're attacking an enemy with really high resonance, this is not going to be too effective. Because remember that resonance also lowers the amount of crit damage that the heroes actually receive. So if you're going to use the crit damage route with your runes, make sure you're fighting heroes or enemies that have a similar resonance to yourself, and in that way you can have much better results when attacking. The other route that you actually do with runes when you're attacking is where are you? Shield power. So as I explained on my last war instructional video, attacking with shield weapons is an amazing way to attack an enemy, because remember that your enemy is usually going to use shield weapons, and that shield is going to give them a big advantage, because every single damage that they receive by that shield is going to be cut by 50%. So if you bring that advantage to your attacking heroes as well, that's going to give you so much more survivability. And in war, most of the time, if you survive the more time possible, the better. 100%. So if I come in and put 6 runes with shield power, that's going to be 35% extra shield power. So that's going to be very useful in surviving. Especially if you're attacking heroes like Thor. A team full of shield weapons is going to help you survive so much more than not having shield weapons. If you really didn't know that, give it a try. It's something very important. So lifesteal in general, it's an amazing stat to have always. On defense, on the attack, means the damage that you do, you're going to heal that percentage. So that's going to be pretty amazing in general. But the ones I already mentioned, these 3, which are damage to weaker element, crit damage, and shield power. Those are going to be the 3 ones you have to keep in mind when you're attacking to get better results there. So another thing that you have to make sure to do every single time before you attack in this game is making sure that you have an app that actually cleans, that actually clears your cache in your device every single time. So for example, I have this device which is an Android device in the MIUI. It's a MIUI platform, and it does bring this nice app here that I just press optimize, and it just clears the cache and does everything there that it actually does. So you actually have to do this every single time. At least I do it every single time that I'm about to turn on the game. If I turn on the game and I do this, I don't do it for the rest of the time. But if I stop playing and I come back, every single time I close the game, I press optimize, and this starts optimizing all. If I press the button here, that's gonna stop recording, so I can't press it right now. Sorry. But every single time you have to do this. Why? Because the game sometimes will freeze for no apparent reason, or sometimes you tap on the target of which enemy hero you want to attack, and it's not going to let you tap. So when to prevent that, I always do this every single time, and up until now, I haven't had any problems with the game at all. So if you don't want that terrible thing to happen, going into war, fighting an enemy, almost beating him, and it freezes, and you get a 0, and you're pretty much mad for the rest of the day. Pretty much. So yeah, if you want to prevent that, try to do that. Go to your app store, go to your Google Play, download an app that actually does this. If your phone already doesn't do it, download an app that actually clears your cache for you. That's definitely a terrific way to actually prevent problems there with the game. So you weren't expecting those, huh? But sadly, those are the things that you have to make sure to do before attacking in war, for sure, in that situation. So the next video that I'm going to post is going to be me doing actual attacks in war, and I'm going to explain to you what was my way of thinking, what I'm actually doing, what is my strategy to beating these really tough teams and things like that. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy them. All right? Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.